legacy program. Connie has worked in the legacy program of the Toastmasters program and is excited to be working now in the new and improved Pathways, a virtual program. One of Connie's passions in Toastmasters is assisting new members and passing on knowledge. Sorry, just lost something for a second here. As part of Speechcraft, Wild Oats offers a variety of educational programs, such as this one that Connie's going to be presenting today on selecting a topic. So each of us will have a different presentation each and every week during the 7-week of Toastmasters or Speechcraft to be able to brush up on our skills and to be able to teach new skills to others. Connie is doing this speech today as a level 3 elective in the visionary communication path. So that is part of our Pathways educational program, which you can learn more about after Speechcraft. The objective is this project is to create and use effective visual aids. So Ola, for the timing, please provide the green light at 4 minutes, the yellow light at 4.5, and the red light at 5 minutes. So fellow Toastmasters, well, this session is going to be recorded. So if you are uncomfortable with that, you can shut your camera off now. Otherwise, keep it on. With her speech entitled Selecting a Speech Topic, please welcome Connie Powis. Oh, you're still on mute, Connie.
Unmute. Sorry about that, folks. Technology continues to be, no matter how long we've been working in this, technology continues to be a challenge. What's even more of a challenge, though, is deciding, for many of us anyways, what am I going to speak about? It can be a very scary and intimidating process. Luckily, Toastmasters provides us with some resources to help us out. A couple of these are from the Speechcraft program. There is Choose a Topic, which I hope that you will enjoy looking at. And there's also one on Prepare to Present, which you will be provided with as part of our minutes that Steve sends out at the end of our meetings. Because we are presenting this we're recording this, and I hope it'll be on YouTube at some point. Perhaps if you are an audience member watching this after the fact, you can simply contact our club and we will send you those handouts. Additionally, we have mentors or advisors that are there to assist us in developing our speeches, perhaps brainstorming speech topics. And we have presentations such as this one to get you started and move along on your way. The first thing I'd like to tell you is that you should speak about what you know. Things that you are interested in and passionate about are the things that are going to generate enthusiasm in your speech. And that is going to draw your audience to become more engaged. So think about what it is that you're interested in, your hobbies, your education, your career. Also, though, don't forget about new ideas that you might glean from websites that you browse, books that you read, current events. All of those things can be wonderful speech topics. Don't ignore what it is that you do for a living. I know Catherine has been somebody I have admired so much because she has brought speeches to us that reflect what it is that she's doing in her job. Toastmasters can be a very effective place to practice that. Now, when you get a speech topic, it can be extremely frustrating when an idea goes in your head and then out and almost immediately once again. So what I would recommend to you is that you write down your ideas. Now, back in the day, I would carry a little notebook in my purse and I would scribble down those ideas. We worked from paper manuals back in the day, and so my manuals were littered with notes in the margin on possible topics that could fit for that project. Now we carry a phone, and I'm sure that your phone, along with mine, has a notes feature in it. So why not create a notes section for your speech ideas. The big thing is write it down. Now, another thing that you can do, goodness, technology is certainly my enemy here, that's for sure. Another thing that you should do or that you need to consider are things about making your selection and selecting your content. Think about who is in the audience. What are their ages? Because you talk differently to people perhaps who are 20 than you do to people who are 40 or 60. What's their background in the subject that you're delivering? That's a really important factor to consider because the language that you'll use, perhaps the technical terms will vary because you need to focus your comments based on who it is that you're speaking to. Is there a theme as to when you're speaking? Sometimes people come to Toastmasters and they practice things like toasts because they're going to be at a wedding. Where are you on the agenda? I know when I was training for a living, I used to detest the part of the agenda right after lunch, because people would come back from lunch and they'd be kind of sleepy and they'd want to close their eyes, and I'd have to be even more animated than what I generally are. Also think about, what do you know? What are your abilities? Especially, are you an authority on the subject? Because if you are, make sure that you build that into the introduction that's given, because it will make people sit up and take note and think, this person knows what they're talking about. I should really listen. Another thing to consider here in terms of your content is the specificities of it, the specifics of it. Is it the right amount of knowledge for the time that you've got? If you're talking about world peace or the situation in Ukraine, that's a pretty broad topic, and a 4 to 6 minute or 5 to 7 minute Toastmaster speech might not be the right amount of time allocation. As you're writing out your points, what you're going to speak about, do they all feed into your topic? And if needed, is there something that you can cut out? I know I had to do some serious editing on this particular presentation because it's originally designed to be a 12-minute presentation, and I have 5. I think I'm transgressing on that 5 even right now. Lastly, I'd like to tell you that your personal experiences, the resources at your fingertip, and some of the considerations that I've talked about are going to make it possible for you to create an absolutely excellent speech, to grab a good speech topic. I look at the diverse membership that we have in Wild Oats, and I am so excited to hear the diversity of speeches upcoming in future weeks. Back to you, Catherine.